What's going on, YouTube modeling community? Pappy here at West Georgia Rods and Customs. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another episode of the Revell 1/12 scale 69 Camaro Pro Street build that my buddy over at Throttle Power, the Throttle of the Power, Mr. Tim Brown, and I are doing a buddy build again this year to be debuted at the Acme Southern Nationals in October. And each year, Tim and I, for the past 2 years, we've been kind of choosing a kit to do a buddy build with and debuting it at that show. Last year was the 55 Chevrolet that Tim took some pictures of one-to-one, a couple of one-to-one cars that he took a picture of at the Tri-5 Nationals, I think. And when I seen the one I wanted to build, I contacted Tim, said, hey man, let's do this and debut it at the Acme Southern Nationals last year. Had a ball doing that. He took a 55 that was actually a one-to-one car that he had taken a picture of, and I did the same with the green and silver gasser, 55 gasser that I built, and we debuted them last year at the Acme Southern Nationals. Had a lot of fun doing that. Again, this year, we chose to do a buddy build and debut them again at the Acme Southern Nationals. Coming up in October, I chose the 69 Camaro 1/12 scale Revell kit, which is, I think this is about the third generation of this particular car. You can build it a couple of different ways. You can either build it, as a street version or a street and strip version where it has it's got an option of a couple of sets of wheels, whether it be the Corvette style rallies or a set of weld looking style wheels where you could build it as a strip version with the 2 4s sticking up out of it. Tim has already dropped his video just a few days ago. He's a little behind. But regardless of that, we always have fun building these and staying in contact with each other on our progress and showing all you folks out there in the YouTube modeling community what we're doing with these particular builds. Tim's going to be kind of doing maybe a weathered look on his, and I'm looking forward to seeing more updates on that. I'm going to drop a link down below if y'all aren't following Tim at Throttle Power. I'll drop a link to that. Get over to his channel to keep track of the progress that he's doing on his. He's got an awesome start to it, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he's got done. I, on the other hand, of course, as many of you are amazed, of course, yes, I'm doing it as a pro street build. We've got a lot done over the course of the past month on this. We ordered in some goodies from MCV Products over there at Matthew's business that he does all this awesome 3D print work for everybody in the community and sells. If you're not subscribed to Matthew, I'll drop a link below for his channel at Model Car Video. And go over to mcvproducts.net. Make that bill come to life, as he says. And I'm here to tell you, he's got some great products out here. He sized up some of the one smaller Pro Street versions that he has available up to the 1/12 scale for sale. And he's got some great products for this, but not just for this particular kit. But along the journey I've been showing y'all as far as the back half, the big Pro Street tires and wheels, and this big Chevrolet big block engine, blown, I might add, that I got from him, and we've incorporated into this build. Showed y'all how to do the back half, take the measurements, do the back half, get everything lined up, get it glued in. I've shown y'all as far as some different things about doing a Pro Street build. Not just this scale. You can apply this to a lot of different things. The other thing that I have in my tutorial, I didn't do it on this particular build here, but if you go back in my archive, how to cut the opening or how to measure and everything to get a opening for a blower or a set of carbs, coming up out of the hood like this right here. You can go back in my video tutorial archives, and you can find that readily available. And but we've got this thing just about ready to start getting some paint work done. We've got everything as far as setting on the axles itself. In this episode, I'm going to show y'all how I get this real low and mean rake to the front end and getting it as low as possible and giving it that what I call old stink eye stance. Because I'm here to tell you this thing, the front end is on the ground. We got the front tires tucked up under the fender well, really nice. We got the 4-link kind of mocked up in there. We got the engine mocked up. I'm going to show y'all in this episode also what the interior pan looks like as far as I had to eliminate the back of the rear seat, but I used about half of the bottom of the seat and formed a kind of just a curved look to hide the back half itself. Plans I have for that is, and what I'll do once I break this thing apart, I'll show y'all what I did. I have plans on maybe taking some evergreen half round and giving that piece back there where the back seat is at kind of a rolled and beaded look like you would see in a lot of Pro Street cars back there where the wheel tubs are at. Gives it, and what in the 1-to-1 scale, what that does, it creates a lot more rigid piece to that sheet metal. So I'm going to be forming, taking evergreen half round styrene and doing that here pretty soon. But we're getting ready to, I'm going to break this thing apart right here, show y'all what all I've got done piece by piece, and show y'all how I got what I had to do to the front end to raise that axle. I used a lot of the parts in the front end from the kit, from the Revell Camaro kit. So I'll show y'all how I did that as far as raising that axle up right here. What we've got here is everything is mocked up. I've got of course, the rear spoilers taped on. We took we'll start off right here with this dual carburetor setup and these really they're not air, they're the air intakes itself. But we got those glued up. We had to kind of cut out. This all comes in the kit right here. These carbs, real nice set of carbs, real nice set of chrome intakes right here. That I'll probably chrome these and then do carburetor wash on these, and then maybe do a silver kind of a aluminum base plate right here. So we got this kind of just we got everything in white glue. If you see something that's built up fully, it's in white glue. That's what I use when I do all my mock-ups and stuff with. So, but this is a great piece right here that you can use coming out of the Revell kit, or you can order a set of 1/12 scale resin 3D printed carbs from Matthew as well. I think he's carrying these. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm sure someone out there in the 3D printing world prints these up. So we're going to set these off to the side right here. We're going to pull the hood off. If you go back to the tutorial, I show you how to, once you mock an engine up, how to take the measurements across here, mark them off, and then set your hood over that, and then mark that out as well. And usually what I use is just a Dremel with a cutting disc and an X-Acto knife. Then we file and smooth all this up where you get that nice looking crisp opening right there. But got everything ready for that. We're going to start getting some prep work done on that. We're going to pull this big MCV Products. I think Matthew said this is a 572. The valve covers, this is when you order one of these engines, this is what you get as far as valve covers. I elected to go with a set of Mickey Thompson valve covers to go on this. I like the look of the old Mickey Thompsons, but this engine, we got it again glued up in white glue, and I'll be able to break this apart, set this in water for a little bit, get all the little stringy pieces off and all that. What I did do right here was take some 020 sheet styrene, formed a little template to go across here to cover that up. I'm not going with that bug catcher style fuel air cleaner itself. It ain't really an air cleaner. It's actually the injectors. When you buy this, there will be a fuel block right here that you could run lines over to. I cut that off as well, and we're just going with the carbureted version for this engine. And of course, that's we'll get that all detailed up, get that glued in right there. But this is a awesome engine. It's it just builds up beautifully. I can't wait to start getting this detailed. The only thing left I've got to do to this, I got to drill some holes in right here where the spark plugs go in, and I'll get some. The distributor that comes with it is an offset MCD distributor itself. We'll get that all tied in here, and then we'll run the wires over to the proper. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do this in the proper firing order. Imagine that. But just a beautiful engine itself. I'll rotate this thing around, but I'm really looking forward to getting this thing prepped up and getting it into the car. We'll set this over here out of the way. Starting to get a crowded bench here. We'll flip. I'll tell you what, let me raise this up. Everything is just kind of sitting static right now. But we'll take, I'm going to take and pull these big old Pro Street meats out. And we're going to flip, if I can. Yep, that's what I thought. Figured that. I only had this thing. I've only got it mocked up. But here we are. This is what it looks like currently underneath. This is the 4-link. Everything from right here back is what you receive from MCV products. These are a set of, I think these are the weld drag lights that Matthew sells at MCV products. But this, you buy these separately. These are a different part number, but the back half that you get right here is everything you see is what you get with the back half. Got everything mocked up. I did shim, had to add some styrene right here on the axle itself to kind of push things out and get these rotors to line up. But when you, let me slide these over here and give y'all a little visual of what this thing looks like underneath. But check that out. That is just awesome. You'll get a track bar that goes from the top of the axle housing over to an attachment point right here, and then you got a piece that comes in that mounts from the inside of the trunk itself. So you'll get all that, and you get a real nice set of coilovers. I have got them over there on the desk, but they'll go right here through those holes into the attachment points on the back half. But we got the front wheels positioned in. They're sitting on there as well. These are the weld drag lights with the Mickey Thompson Pro Sportsman tires on it, and got those sitting in there as well. We're going to break this back half down real easily. I'm going to leave that 4-link in there right now. But we've got everything. We got the back valance glued in. We're going to get everything sanded down real smooth. We had to do a little adjustment on the back half back here, and I'll show y'all where I had I think I took off about 1/4 of an inch from, I'd say about 1/4 of an inch, maybe 3/8. From what the product that you get from MCV, I took off about that much, but I'll show y'all right here. Got everything tied in, everything's puttied in. You can see where I had to add some styrene back here to cover some of the voids off of the kit front end, as far as the floor pan. And tell you what, let's start breaking it down. This thing, I was actually shocked. I did want to break this glue point right here, so everything, always measure twice, cut once. It's easy. It's hard to add stuff back in, but as you'll see, this thing will just pop right in here. I was actually kind of shocked at how well this thing, once you get it over that lip right there, see how easy that pops out of there. Then you just keep bringing this back. I have probably taken this frame and interior pan out of the body itself probably about 100 times during this process, but just being careful each time and not, trying not to damage this body, breaking anything. As we pull on up, everything's going to start kind of coming out of here, and see how easy that pops out of there.
Really haven't done a lot to the body as far as removing any mold lines. We're going to start taking care of that here pretty soon. We're going to debadge everything. I've got a photo etch kit from Model Car Garage that's here. We're going to take the Z28 badging off, all the Camaro emblems that are right here. That's part of what comes with the Model Car Garage photo etch kit when you order that. That is let me see, what part number is that? Where is that? That is a MCG 2180 photo etch kit if y'all are interested in possibly buying you one. But all that comes with that. So we're going to debadge this. This is not going to be a 69 Z28. I'm going to turn this one into a 69 SS. We got the front grille in as well, and as earlier I said, we got the spoiler taped on, but everything is ready to get started as far as taking care of the body lines and priming and seeing where we're at right there, with a couple of guide coats of primer. We spoke earlier about the front end. What I did when I to get that low front end, get it down on the ground. I had to. We used the kit. We used the kit upper and lower. Well, upper and lower. Let me get that right. And the steering arms itself that come out of the kit. What we did differently, and of course this one's going to be a little. There we go. Let me turn this up on the side. I'm going to start losing parts. Don't want to lose nothing here. What we did right here was we took the control arm, the steering arms, and we cut the axle attachment point out, which is, let me grab a pencil right quick. The axle attachment point for the wheels on the original kit is right about where the tip of the pencil's at. I took some 020 styrene sheet, made this little piece right here, and as you can see right here, all I did is probably about I'd say about let me grab a ruler so y'all can kind of get an idea. That's about a quarter of an inch wide. It's probably a half inch tall. I drilled a hole right here in the center, took some styrene, poked it in there, glued it in, let it sit up really good overnight. And another thing I'm going to show y'all about when you order 3D printed wheels in. I've seen a lot of questions about how do I attach these onto say a kit. Well, I'll show you that right here. So here's what we did. We just took, I wanted y'all to see this before I got it into paint because it's easier to see with the styrene still white. And what I did was I just, once we cut this off, made it smooth, we glued this on here. I made a couple of reference points in measuring where I can get that tire on up in there, and that was one of the reasons why I removed the top of these fender wells right here. That way I can push those tires up in there a lot easier. We used just some round styrene rod that kind of telescopes over each other. Glued these in, got these glued on, and I'll show you right here. This is, I don't know what size rod this is. I think it's 3/16 diameter. But this inside diameter of this rod goes over this axle stub. It floats right on there. So when you buy 3D printed sets of tires and wheels, or sometimes they may send you a piece that you can glue on to the kit itself to get it to attach here. This is what I do is I take the styrene rod and we super glue. We cut off about probably another quarter inch right here, and then we just take some careful measurements how far it goes in there. We super glue that in, let it let it dry overnight. And if you see right there, I don't have it it doesn't stick out past the edge of the rim. So that gives you a real nice, super nice, and a good strong attachment point. As you see, that just floats right on there. And when you get ready, when you're ready to assemble, all you got to do is just put you some glue on there, shove that on there, and you're done. So that's how I like to. And you notice I've done it on both. haven't really thought about much. I'm probably going to just glue these into the top of the fender wells with a shim up here, like I did in the 68 Dark Pro Street. That way, it tucks it up in there. Hey, the axle's not going to be attached. You don't drive this thing every day, so but it gives it a really good stance when you're once as far as on your final product. Okay, we talked about earlier the. As far as what we did with the, we glued the front end. As far as the firewall on right here, that allows me to check, as far as positioning once we get everything, finished as far as fabrication. And this is what I had to do with the interior tub. I said earlier that we had to. I wanted to when I build a Pro Street, I like to sometimes be able to salvage or be able to use the rear seat, leave that rear seat in there. But this time I wasn't able to. This is such a large, such a larger, as far as the back half and everything. So it it pushed against all the interior tub and throwed everything out of alignment once I started assembling it. Let's set this out here. We showed you in an earlier update how we did the attachment of the back half on here. This is what all I did to reinforce that when I glued it in. We had to I've already got this puttied in, so everything's nice and smooth, and we're going to get ready to throw some primer on this here pretty soon. But I had to put in some fillets right here as far as fill those voids in with sheet styrene, and we're almost we're getting pretty close to being able to put this thing into some color. Now here is this is the interior tub that we're using. Got the dash mocked up. I took a miter box and I had to cut this portion of the back half off, and that enabled me to get in here and kind of figure out what I needed as far as curvature on this piece of styrene. This is I think this is 0.20 as well. Took something round. I think I used just what was that? I used a kind of a metal buck back here. Took it out to the garage. The buck itself was kind of rounded, and I took and just kind of taped that styrene on there, heated it up with a heat gun a little bit, and it created just a nice little round curvature right there. Then we took some measurements, made some templates on the curvature of what we needed, and we cut all this out, and then we cut all the back seat out up to the package tray itself, and we cut an oversized piece of this right here. It's a little bit longer. That way, once we glued it in, got it clamped in, we got all the attachments glued in, and then we the next day we just cut everything off as far as excess and smooth it in, and that's the product that you get right there. I talked earlier about the half round, taking the half evergreen, half styrene. I'm going to draw some lines right in here. I looked at the 67 Chevelle Pro Street tubs itself. That's one of my popular kits I like to use anytime I Pro Street sometimes. But I looked at the beading and rolling that they had right here on that car, and I'm going to try to simulate that there as well. We'll just take the evergreen styrene, cut the strips, follow the attachment points, and glue those in. That gives that something other than just that drab looking, just sheet right there. I'd also thought about earlier possibly taking and carpeting this, doing some flocking over that. But I was like, no, let's jazz it up a little bit. So more to come on that, but we're getting really close to that. We got the the front seats glued up. I got to do a lot of sanding on those to get a lot of mold lines out of it. We got the interior door panels in. These come out, and I'll be able to detail those up really well. Got the console put together. It's over there on the other desk. But really, we're going to be able to really do a lot of good detail work on this right here coming up once the interior starts coming together. But that is pretty much it. I've got just some small details that I have to do in the coming days on this, but we're going to get ready to start getting this thing into some color. And I have chosen, of course, don't everybody fall down, Pappy Red. We'll be doing the pink primer to get that red to pop out more. Really, put a real nice paint job on that. And, I was kind of tossing up using the white deck stripes as far as the decals that comes in the kit. I'm going to give them a whirl, and we'll get those laid down, and then a couple of coats of automotive 2K clear to give it that pop. But that's it right here. I'm going to drop some links down below for MCV as far as model car videos of Matthew over there for his channel, and as well as my old buddy over there at the Power of the Throttle, Mr. Tim Brown at Throttle Power. And that way y'all can follow along with his build that we're doing, that we'll be debuting this at the 2025 Acme Southern Nationals in October. But hope everybody has a great rest of your weekend. More to come on this as far as with the progress once we get started with painting and everything. But we're winding down the final, as far as a lot of the fabrication that it took to get it to this point right here. I hope everybody's been getting some good ideas and some tips and stuff on this. So, but if you got any questions, again, drop me a message down below. I'll try to answer it as quickly as possible. Folks, if you can dream it, build it. God bless y'all. Pappy out of here.